All right, welcome to another edition of your show, your one-stop shop for anything sport business. Sport Exchange is the program. I'm your host, Judy Olano. Another new year, splendid new year. I wish you all, and thanks for joining me as always. Don't forget, you can be part of the show on our social media handle and by following us on Twitter, as well as liking our page on Facebook. And also, you can also relive some of the fantastic moments we've had so far on the show via our YouTube page. So, YouTube channel, rather. You can also do that. Just keep enjoying every bit of the show. Some of the shows we've done in the past, they are very good for you, especially if you love to know what is happening as far as business is concerned, as far as sport business is concerned. Yes, talking of business merge with sports. Okay, yes, on the show today we will go straight to our dugout segment. That will be our first port of call on the show, and we'll be looking at the data from the world of football. The top 5 league in the world, we've got their social platform data, latest according to Resource Sports, number 1 data collection company in the world. And also, we will also be looking at the Nigerian Professional Football League TV data that is out. We'll be looking at its new, courtesy of Red Strike Media, and that is what we'll be looking at. What's the data of the over-the-top looking like on mobile, web, and that's it. You know, if you have your mobile and the web, though we don't have the free-to-air data, but that is what mobile will do for you. You will get your data instantly. Yes, the mobile doesn't lie. That's what we do, and we preach on this program, trying to help ante as far as business is concerned, and when we talk sport as well. So, once again, thanks for joining me. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we go straight to UK, where our guest is standing by, and we'll be looking at issues in sport business. Don't go away.
Fantastically finished.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Straight we go to Corey in United Kingdom, where our guest is standing by for the dugout segment conversation. Busola Akiyemi is the Executive Director, First Class Sports and Marketing in UK. Busola, Happy New Year to you. How are you doing?
Happy New Year, Judy. I'm very fine. And you?
I'm good. Lagos is good. We're right here in Lagos, and I hope you are keeping safe in UK.
Yeah, we're keeping safe. Unfortunately, we've been under lockdown today. Probably it's going to be till February, so we just all working from home.
All right, good to see you. All right, Busola, let's get down to business. I know you guys. I know you're involved in sport marketing. You've been to Nigeria, which is your home country, and you're representing Nigeria very well in the UK. Let's look at the players' transfer this season, especially the one that will be happening in January, which is the winter transfer. I know you manage a couple of African players, maybe Nigerian players too. So, is it looking good for some of the Nigerian players in this transfer?
Apparently, we all expected that the winter transfer window was going to be very good, especially with what happened last summer, whereby the world of football was impacted by COVID-19. And there was a lot of expectation, especially with the introduction of the vaccine in sometime in October, November. So we thought that the winter window was probably good in terms of fans coming to the stadium. A lot of people watching games and things like that. But however, that's not the case. With a lot of countries going back into lockdown, UK has gone back into the third lockdown. a lot of countries are contemplating going into lockdown. And we know this has a direct impact on player movement. Apparently, these players will need to travel. Each countries have their own laws in terms of quarantine. And like the January window, the winter window, is a very short window. So imagine bringing a player that needs to quarantine for 10 days or 12 days, and he just has, and during that period, the club will probably play 3 games. Clubs don't want to take that risk and bring a player that's just going to sit down in the hotel or wherever he's going to stay to quarantine for these days. So it's really really difficult for football business. Is nothing to write home about. We are still expectant, although for example, the UK government has promised that there will still be movement of players. Probably they will be lenient in terms of their quarantine rules, whereby players will need to quarantine after getting into the country for 10 days. Just today, I got a phone call that probably Israel is also going to go into lockdown from tomorrow for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. That would also have a direct impact on players going to that country. And this is so in other countries. Croatia is still the same. Denmark is still under lockdown. So apparently, I know the vaccines are being rolled out, but with the situation of things, it doesn't look good for the winter transfer because the player will just feel, I think I'd rather stay where I am till the summer and see what happens with COVID.
All right. Busola, have you had any issue with some of your players? Now talking about the ones you manage, maybe they've had contractual disputes as a result of the pandemic. Have you experienced that?
Apparently, some of the clubs have abided by the terms of the contract, but however, there's been reduction in bonuses and things like that, which we all know. Apparently, since the resumption of the league, some of the clubs I work with and close with have they've they've paid the players, but most of them are looking to cut costs. So, like if a player is not performing, they just want the player to go. And some of these clubs now are probably looking inward now, trying to see how they can bring players from the academy to save costs. It doesn't look good for the football business, to be honest, during this winter transfer. And also, a lot of clubs have not paid commissions to the agents, which normally used to be paid early enough. So it's all encompassing. The players have been affected, the agents have been affected, clubs have been affected, everyone has been affected. So if so, a lot of these clubs are now dependent on government, waiting for funds, say for some funds from the government to see how they can continue to run these clubs. So it's really really a terrible impact. And one of the best ways where clubs can generate funds is to get takings. And since there are no fans in the stadium, the clubs they've lost massive revenue, and this has had a direct impact on all everyone involved in the football business.
All right. Beat, I know that you are a fan of Arsenal, and there are reports about, we should talk about it, Mesut Ozil joining Fenerbahce in Turkey. Is there anything you've heard about this? Can you confirm to us?
Sources are saying the deal is done. Yesterday it was linked to DC United, but if you remember, 2 days ago he posted an encrypted message on his Instagram, whereby he posted a picture of Istanbul, talking about how beautiful the city was. And if you could link what he posted to what we are hearing, I think his next destination is Turkey. And he's very close to the Turkish president, Erdogan. And also, you need to know that Fenerbahce is one of the biggest traditional clubs in Turkey. He's based in the city of Istanbul. They have a lot of followership, they have a lot of fans, and like that. I remember his problem started with his endorsement of the president of Turkey, whereby he took pictures with him and things like that. And although he's German, for everyone knows more Turk, uh, he's more Turkish than being a German. So I think it's going to be a good move for everyone. He's 32 years old. His wages are enormous, especially in the midst of a pandemic. So we think it's right time for him to move on and get to play. But however, the only thing is that every Arsenal fan, including me, is not happy the way he's living because he's living on I would say on a not so good note. because he was not part of the squad for the Europa League and also for the Premier League.
All right. Busola, you were home just a couple of weeks, maybe in fact days before you left the country. And I know you were in the city of Abuja. I know one of the things you do is sporting talent as well. The under 17, did you see any of those talents that could be attracting some, suitors in Europe?
Yes, I spotted a lot of talent when I was in Abuja watching the under 17. I was with the team for about 5 days. I saw the team even after the MRI was most of them failed MRI. I still saw some of the other players. To be honest, I would say this team is a good one to watch. The only sad thing is that this team would not be playing in the World Cup, so they would only be playing in the WAFU Nations Cup and hopefully the African Under 17 Nations Cup, but they would not be playing in the World Cup. I would know that the World Cup is a global scene where the likes of Victor Osimhen, the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho shone brilliantly and came to the limelight with European clubs. So the sad thing is that because FIFA has cancelled the World Under 20 and the World Under 17 Championship, we will not be seeing these players that it was played. But a talent is a talent, and a talent is visible to any scout. So I think even though they will not be going to the World Cup, their talent can still be spotted uh, by scouts in the Nations Cup and also in the WAFU tournament.
All right. Busola, okay, let's come to, I know you have your hands in so many pies, and one of the things is that you are, if I'm right, you are the country director of, African director, maybe country director of Umbro, if I'm right. So and I know that Umbro has been signing some deals with some federation as well as club sides. How is your incursion into the market like in Nigeria?
Well, just in December, we were able to sign the Ugandan national team and also the Sweden national team, which are two top African nations. We are apparently looking to promote sports in Africa. We are also looking for opportunities in other countries. Probably we're looking for opportunities in Nigeria. We've spoken to a lot of clubs. We are speaking to a lot of clubs. Talks are still ongoing. The coronavirus has affected us as well. But we are hoping that next few months there's going to be announcements with regards to job sites signing up to go. We want to create a platform whereby the fans can identify with their clubs, just like what we see in England, whereby the fans identify with their clubs, like Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea. All fans buy the club's products, jerseys, the face caps, the mugs, the scarves, everything with the club. So that is the culture we try to invite in a typical Nigerian soccer fan. So whereby probably on a Saturday when MFM is playing, there's going to be fans wearing the MFM jerseys. There's going to be like a fun fair prior to the beginning of the game. These are things that make football one of the most lucrative sports, whereby you can say that the players, the fans, everyone is in one uniformity, wearing the jerseys of their clubs. Maybe on a Friday you go to a bank, you see bank staffs identifying with their local club side. So this is the kind of culture where we're creating. We want to make the clubs self-sufficient and not dependent on government funding, whereby they can sell jerseys, they can attract shirt sponsors, they can attract badge sponsors, they can attract a lot of things. So those are the kind of culture we're trying to invite in Nigerian club sites, and we are hoping that hopefully with vaccine being in place now, and then the risk of COVID reducing, we can be able to get more clubs signed up to grow, and it can be business as usual.
All right. Okay. Busola, I must say thank you very much for talking to me on today's show. I look forward to doing this with you very soon.
Thank you very much, and regards to everyone in Nigeria. Hopefully this year would be a good year for us, and we shall overcome COVID-19 hopefully.
Thank you very much. Amen to your prayers. Thank you. That was Busola Akiyabi, Executive Director, First Class Sports and Marketing in the UK, talking to us about issues, different issues from COVID to sport marketing to the under-17 and transfer in the football business. All right, we're going to short break, and when we come back, like I said at the beginning of the show, we will be unveiling data from the top 5, looking at their social platforms in the top 5 league in the world, as well as coming back home in Nigeria. Well, there is data about the latest innovation by the Nigerian Premier Football League as they unveil the TV, their online TV rather. Okay.
Fantastically finished.
Welcome back. Let's start from the abroad. Yes, we'll go straight to the top 5 leagues in the world, and we'll see how they are doing with their social media platform. Of course, the pandemic, if there is any positive about the pandemic, is how the clubs have resulted to using social media to engage their fans, digital media that is in the engagement of their fans. And some clubs have they've done it very well. They've been very good with it, of course. So we will look at the platform, we will look at the data according to our friends in Result Sports. So let's start with Bundesliga and look at how Bayern is topping the table there in the Bundesliga. If you look at the Instagram page, Bayern is topping with over 5 million followers. When you look at what Bayern is doing in the Bundesliga, rather, you will look at the Bayern topping everyone there. Borussia Dortmund is not also doing badly. The Bundesliga itself, so for Bayern is topping. And you can see all the data. You can see the results according to the stats published by Result Sports there. That is for those who love Instagram. There are so much content by Bayern and every other club, except for Hertha Berlin, that are doing TikTok. But when you look at the data so far, when you look at their social media, it is Instagram that is pulling the weight in Bundesliga. From the Bundesliga, let's go straight to Serie A and look at what is happening in Serie A there. For the Serie A, it appears it is okay. Let's look at Serie A once again. And in Serie A, it is Juventus. The Instagram page of Juventus also topping with over 16 million. Yeah, over followers on their Instagram page. They're doing very well. Doing massive with all the total social media platforms. There is the overall followers they were able to amass with all their social platforms. When you talk about the Instagram, Twitter, maybe Twitter, TikTok, and also YouTube, you look at all their social media. It's Juventus that is pulling the weight, and also with them, they have amassed so much followers with their Instagram page. Yes, that is for Juventus. They are followed by Internacional, that is Inter Milan. And for Inter Milan, it's the Facebook for them, and that is where they are amassing followers, while AC Milan is also doing very well with Inter Milan. Others too, you could see. Where is Roma really? Roma is doing so much. They are making incursion into the African continent. Roma not doing badly. They do so much by using the local language to connect with their fans. So I must give it to them. From Serie A, you could see it over. So from Serie A, let's go straight to Ligue 1 in France. Yes, Paris Saint-Germain is doing very well too. Absolutely topping the overall social platforms. They're doing very well too. And it is Instagram for them. That is where they are pulling their own weight as far as it's concerned. That is what they are doing. And when you check it out, there is Liga itself, the umbrella body doing massive. There is also AC Monaco there on their Facebook. It's a mixed match of Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, as well as, yes, Facebook, Instagram, and that's it. It's just Twitter. No place for Twitter except for Olympic Mets there that is that is struggling with their Twitter feed. Okay, from there, let's go straight to La Liga. La Liga, massive for La Liga. The La Liga as an umbrella body doing very well with their Facebook page. They are doing massive. Facebook topping everyone. And Barcelona is also on Instagram, very strong on Instagram. And every year you would expect that people should be following Barcelona, and they're doing quite well with their Instagram. But for as far as the overall is concerned, it is the La Liga umbrella body doing very well. And every other team, you could check out your team there. Look at, is your team doing very well? Okay, that's for you. And the last but not least is the Premiership. Let's look at the Premiership and check out how they are faring. The Premier League is not leaving the many stone unturned, but let's give it to Liverpool FC, the biggest of amassing all the followers, and they are doing it very well with their Instagram there too. Check out the Instagram, and they are leading even the Premier League as an umbrella body is there, and you check it out. Sheffield United is the only club doing very well with TikTok. And West Bromwich Albion struggling, just like they are struggling on the league table too. They are struggling to amass followers on their social media platform. That is it. That is the 2020 annual review according to Result Sports. That's the digital, what they are doing with, well, the clubs, the top 5 leagues in the world doing with their digital platforms. There's so many lessons to learn for all clubs globally as we see, because that is the next phase of engagement for sports teams and their fans. All right. Okay, now let's come back home and look at the data for the Nigerian Premier Football League TV. They just they launched a Red Strike partnership, and let's check out some of the data that we have. The NPFL TV Data book summary. That's the front page of it. Let's move on to the first page and see the countries that are all over 36 more than 36 countries that the Nigerian Professional Football League is being watched via the social media. They are being watched by online. If you download 77 countries, over 77 countries there that they are watching the Nigerian Professional Football League now. You can check it out. Many of those countries, they're downloading the apps, they are watching via the web, and they are also looking at from the Android, all the platforms you can download them. You can see the data on your screen. That is massive. Gradually, they are building up. That is for the over-the-top, which is online, the web, and the mobile. We don't have the data for what's it called now, the free-to-air, like what you see on the free-to-air station like the Nigerian Television Authority. But for the online, that is what is happening as far as online is concerned for the Nigerian Professional Football League TV. You could see there how many have been, how the football fans globally are downloading the apps to watch the matches. Even they've been able to break down some of the top matches, the Plateau United match and the Eyimba game too. That there's a breakdown for all that massive. So that's some of the things that we have as far as the Nigerian Professional Football League TV data is concerned. So, you know, data is very critical, especially in sport business, for sponsorship and for those who will definitely be bringing the money. Should be able to measure, you know, the growth, and that is how some of this money is being thrown around. There is a need to measure performance, to measure eyeballs, to measure the numbers. So it's good news coming from the Nigeria Professional Football League. And also, we've been able to break down, you've seen how the top 5 league in the world is breaking out their social media engagement data according to Result Sports. That is it. Okay. Wow. What else? This is where the cookie crumbles for me as far as the show is concerned today. Thank you very much for watching Sport Exchange. And don't forget, once again, our social media also is very critical on the show. Our Facebook page, like it. And don't forget our Twitter handle too. You can keep following us. Of course, keep engaging with us because we drop some fantastic content and news that are critical as far as sports business globally is concerned. Don't forget our YouTube channel too. You can watch you can watch over and over again some of the past episodes of this show. Until I come your way next week, I'm yours truly today, tomorrow, of the future in sports, Jide Olaniro. Stay safe. COVID-19 is real. Please use your face mask, observe social distancing, and always remember that your safety is something that is very dear to us on the show. Thank you very much. See you on the next episode.